Oh, I'm leaving it in that.
Yes, you are. This is Dan with Blue Dog Farms, head cowologist, and I've got quite the crew today. I've got Jarrett, Jalen, Jesse, and Joy, and you may see in the background we've got the chicken trailer. Right now it's a chicken trailer, putting the laying hens out to pasture. So you may recognize it as the last year's turkey trailer, but right now we've got chickens and geese in it. So we're going to set up the fence and let them out. They've been in there overnight, half the day, hoping they'll all the hens will lay eggs in it before we let them out. Makes them want to go back in at night. So let's go set it up. Should put a light. Here we go. We're gonna let the chickens out. First time laying hens out on pasture. They should be excited. So the geese have come over here to see me. They finally made it out. Not sure they really unhappy that I'm in here. Now they're going after Jalen. At least Jalen's the other side of the fence. Now, guard geese are effective. Guard geese are effective when they're alone. When there's just one of them. And obviously I have two. The reason they're effective when there's only one of them is because they will adopt the flock of chickens and protect them. Well, they're not going to adopt the flock of chickens as long as they're two. The reason that I have two is one has a different job to go to. Hey! Stop it! One of them has a different job to go to, but that job isn't going to be ready for a few weeks. So, since we are in the fencing, I'm hoping just that their alarms will ward off hawks and eagles, which is really the only predators I'm worried about right now. We'll see. When they put their necks down like that, they're not happy. So anyway, we'll try 2 guard geese in here for a couple of weeks, and then one of them will go out and guard something else. Oh my goodness. You're so noisy. They're already scratching in the cow patties, getting bugs. That's fabulous. So anyway, I'm going to give you a tour of the trailer. We did some improvements and adaptions for laying hens. This was the turkey trailer last year. Maybe again this year. I do have a turkey in here. It's a long story, but we're not going to eat him. So one of the first things to notice is the slatted floor. So all I did was remove the existing floor and rip it with the table saw into 1 1/4 strips and put it back on, except for the edges. I've got 2 befores on the edges. I've got hanging feeders back in. There's the grit. Oh, there goes the guinea. Decided it was better outside. There's their water. and their food, and it's on such an angle on this hill for the next couple of days that everything's looking over that direction. It'd be better if it was tilted the other way, but it's not. So I put in the nest boxes, and it's just temporary. The reason it's temporary is I've got 45 laying hens in the brooder and a trailer that's twice this size that I'm going to use as our egg mobile. So until then, they're going to stay in here. I'm going to use the poultry netting. You're a suspicious type. Yes, you are. I'm going to use the poultry netting and all of the automatic door closing and all that is, and the closing off of the nest boxes is going to happen in the new trailer. This is just temporary for the next few weeks while I'm getting that together. So this turkey, big turkey, does not like this slatted floor at all. You can't stay up there, big baby. Oh my goodness. Get down, down, down. Yeah, that was graceful. Alright, I'm going to put this down and get him off of this so he'll go outside. So he immediately walks over to the solid place because he doesn't see this as a floor, he sees this as a way to fall out. I guess. Both the big turkeys were that way. So hopefully when they're little, they get used to this and it's not a big deal, because take the nest boxes out and put turkeys in here again and they won't stand on it and it's going to be an issue. So we'll see how it goes. Turkeys are funny. He's looking at the door. Maybe he'll walk out there and go outside. So anyway, I put new feed sack up here so it's a nice private egg laying experience for the hens, because laying eggs needs to be a good experience. Well, there's nothing in that one. There's one there. Well, this one must be their favorite because there's some in there. There's a bunch in there. Not a bunch, but I've got a lot more hens coming, and it was their first night in here. So anyway, this is the trailer. Now I get a trailer, when I get these poultry trailers, I buy these old stock or horse trailers because, and I find them that they've lost the title and they're so rusted out that they're not any good for horses. And the reason I do that is because I don't really have to build a structure. I just need to add stuff into it to make it a chicken trailer. Like nest boxes and slotted floors, but the structure is already here. You know, turkey, you could just go out. Are you going to figure it out? I know this is difficult for you, but you could just walk out the door. The ground out there is not slotted, I promise you. So, if you're raising chickens, especially if you're raising them, no, turkey, go the other way. Especially if you're raising them on pasture. I can't emphasize enough how important it is to give your birds grit. This is medium grit or layer grit, and basically it's just crushed up granite rock screened to a certain size. Now the reason you do this is he just fell down the ramp. Way to go. The reason you do this is because they eat a lot of green grass out here. Now if you're raising chickens in any capacity, you should be giving them grit, but especially if they're out on pasture, because the grass is really hard to masticate or absorb into their, digest, grind up, and absorb into their system. So this goes through their body into their gizzard, and their gizzard is a big muscle that sits there and just works back and forth, and they eat these rocks and get these rocks in their gizzard, and the gizzard will grind, or the gizzard will use the rocks to grind up whatever it is they eat. From the grains, some of the grains with the hard husk on it still, it'll grind those up, but especially the grass that they're eating. They'll eat a lot of the green grass, and these rocks will grind up that that grass and make it easier for them to digest it and absorb into their system. Really important to give your birds grit.